Hello, brothers and sisters. Hello for the new people. Hello for to the co-owners, already co-owners, and the active people, the participants, and the partners. 19th of February 2022, and it goes further, and we are going on and on and on, and we have a lot of success. Let me tell you all about this success. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Kaat Jacobs. I am the communication manager of SkyWorld Community Platform. I got in contact with SkyWorld Community Platform in 2017. And of course, I also got in contact with the technology, the transportation technology that SkyWorld Community is funding. And I was so blown away because I love traveling. I don't know about you, but I love traveling. I traveled around the world, but the current transportation is so updated. So when I saw this, can you please mute? Can you mute? Thank you. When I saw this, oh my God, I was so ready. I was so ready to tell everybody, this is what we need. Yeah. So I started working with people. I built up a team, and it got out of hand. It grew and grew and grew. And so the board members contact me and asked me if I was interested to become a part of the leaders team. And that is a group of people from all over the world. You can see at the right corner, you can see a picture of us. And we were following a business course. And of course, I like to live out of the box. And I went there every month in another country for 1 year, one whole year. And after that year of this coaching session, and I can tell you, it was fun. It was intense. It was fun. There were 3 leaders chosen of the leaders team, and I was one of them. So the board members asked me to become the communication members. So who are the board members? We have 5 board members. We have Evgeny Kudryshov. He is our financial director. He's the man who deals with the payment platforms and all the hustle to get you an easy way in your money in easy way in our platform, and he's doing a great job. Then we have Irina Volkova. She's an engineer, and she was the one who started in the beginning, supported technology in the beginning. And yeah, she's taking care of the communication people of every country. Then we have František Solar. He's also an engineer and a businessman. And he, and together with Dr. Maslov, they travel around the world to communicate with people who want to start projects. And they are also very successful in what they're doing, and they're doing a great job. So Dr. Maslov is our lawyer, and he's the one I asked the difficult questions at. And he's also a doctor in economics, so we can learn a lot from him. Then we have Alexei Shukodyev, and this is the one who promised us when we have 100 participants in this meeting, he will come back, because he always have the latest news about cryptos, about lead systems, about our platform. This man is a very interesting guy, the youngest of them all, and he's updated about the world and financial world, and he tells always very interesting things. So it's fun to have him on the meeting. So we're 49 people here at the moment. I know afterwards more than 400 or 500 people see the meeting afterwards, the recording, but it's a shame. we can get 100. I believe in it. We can have 100 very soon. So post the link of this meeting in your groups and we can reach the 100. So this was about the board members of Skyworld Community Platform. So what is this Skyworld Community Platform? This is a crowdfunding platform and we fund the Unitsky String Technology and the USky Innovation Transportation Technology. So what do we offer? You can become a co-owner or a participant. You can become a partner. So that's somebody who, like me, try to, well, not trying, is telling the world about this opportunity, or you can be bold. Also, like me, I'm a big investor and I am active because this is one of my dreams, to travel and to do it in an ethical way. No pollution, no sound pollution, nothing, and luxurious and very fast. So why do I like to put my energy, time, and money in it, and also Skyworld community members, of course? Well, this is USky. USky is an innovation transportation system that is above the ground and it is running on string rails. And I tell you all about it. You never saw it before. So this is in above ground, so that means in the air, and that means that there is no traffic jams. Hallelujah. Yeah, who's every day stuck in traffic? A lot of us. Yeah, no pollution. I told you, no pollution, no sound pollution, no environment pollution, nothing. And we can build anywhere. We all know that the current transportation systems have huge challenges with nature, but we also make a mess. And USky give a simplified and a very clean alternative. Hassle-free, clean, smooth, no traffic jams above all, and a wonderful view. And also we have a very, very easy solution for cargo, and this is the biggest problem in the world, I found out. And we have no solution at this moment, no solution, and I am 100% sure of that. You know why? Because I was in 4 meetings in the harbor of Antwerp, and I can tell you, you can see me here at the left side picture, holding my head that became very, very heavy because this man of the port was telling us all the problems in the harbor of transportation of cargo. And you cannot believe it. They didn't find any solution. There is no solution. The last 12 years. And this is the port in Antwerp in Belgium. That is one of the biggest in the world. So can you imagine what other smaller ports have challenges with transportation? So that's why I'm 100% sure there is no alternative solution except USky. So what does USky offer? We offer a range of vehicles at the moment. We started with this one, Unibike and the Unibus. Yeah, this one is for 2 people and that one is for 14 people. And then the demand was bigger, of course. Countries asked for bigger vehicles, than vehicles like this one who can stand high temperatures and sand, for example, and then this one can stand very cold temperatures, very low temperatures. This one is one of my favorites. I told you I like speed. This one goes 500 kilometers an hour. I sat in it. I will show you pictures. Wow. Then this one is for loose cargo. This one is for loading and unloading very fast. And then this one will take care of all the trucks off the road. They will take it off the road because this is container transportation, and this is a big issue in the world at the moment. So here you go, the Unibike. That was our first baby. It's for 2 passengers, and the Unibus for 14. And here you got them on the rails, Unibike and the Unibus. Yeah. And then the Unicar. This one is the one for tropical, for very high temperatures. Here you go. You have a 3-double-1, yeah, a 1-1-1. Real picture, real picture. Then the Unitruck. This vehicle can load and unload loose cargo in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It's loaded on and unloaded. And here you have a real picture. Absolutely real. Then the Unitrans, remember this one is for loading and unloading. For example, containers or ships, yeah, specially designed. And then we have the Uniwind, the smallest of them all, the lightest of them all. And I'm going to tell you a story about this vehicle. You see these anchors? These anchors can be placed anywhere by this vehicle at the left. This is a drone. This is not a helicopter. It looks like it because you see the people in the back there. This vehicle is quite big. I made this picture myself, yeah. And this vehicle is a design of our CEO. And this is remote control. So it's a drone. It's not a helicopter. And this drone can lift 1 ton. And it's remote controlled. So we can bring this anchor anywhere without destroying nature, without interrupting nature and the environment. So that's why I told you we can build anywhere. The only thing we need then is a helicopter with some engineers and technical people to put seal the anchors in the ground. That's it. That's it. Can you imagine what it for solutions it gives for transportation problems at this moment? And the U-Flash, or the high speed, you see me here sitting in it, luxurious. This is a real picture. This was in the Inotrans, the biggest transportation fair in the world, not for public, only for special people who are highly educated in transportation. And yeah, it was an experience. Everybody wanted to sit in it, make pictures of it. People touched it to see if it's real. People thought it was made from cardboard, but it's not. It's real. It is on the tracks. And when they brought it into the fair, it was covered with a white cover. And people were saying that, wow, they bring in a rocket. And that is because of the shape. But this one is going 500 kilometers an hour. I'll tell you more about it later on. Then you have the unicorns. This one will solve all problems on the road. No trucks on the roads. Who doesn't want it? It is an amazing vehicle hanging here without the lid on the tracks here in Belarus and here in Sharjah. And you can see $1 per 100 ton the kilometer. $1 per 100 ton the kilometer. Isn't that amazing? What an impact that will give on the price of our food and our materials, because transportation is making the costs go higher. Everything we buy, we also pay for the transportation. And if the transportation costs go low, or stuff and our food go down in price. So think about that. Think about that. And then seaports. Not all countries have the privilege to have a good, seaport area. And this is a solution for building a seaport. It can be built 10 kilometers into the water. It is for people transportation, so passenger transportation and cargo. And remember, this is all ecological. Yeah, all ecological and fast. Then we have also a solution for the linear cities. You can see it's even built on water, floating cities. Years ago, I saw this movie. Was it Waterland or something? And then I thought, wow, that is a solution for the problems of housing. And now it is here. It is here. And you can see it is beautiful. And it's all environment friendly. Don't forget, because Unitsky and Unitsky String Technology are only building environment friendly products. And then this one is specially designed because we had a demand for tourist attractions. So it's a very odd shape, but this shape is specially designed so you can see the ground, so you can see everything. So the view is amazing. And I tell you, I was in vehicles, not in this one, but in the Unibus and the Unibike, and yeah, wow, the view is amazing. So can you imagine if you can travel everywhere in these beautiful places in the world and don't harm them, but enjoy the views and enjoy the sights. Yeah. So and this is a big demand for tourism, and it just is finished. So how does this technology work? Let me reveal the secret. The secret is as followed, and I see still people coming in. That's good. We're at 59. Let's reach the 100. Okay, so this is a metal rail. Yeah, everybody know standard metal rail. Now, what has the disadvantages of metal rails is they can break. Yeah, they make a lot of sound. Think about railroads, think about trams and trains and metros. They make a lot of sound. They can break easy by the weather conditions. Yeah. Okay. Well, our CEO was looking for solutions, and it took him 40 years of his life. So this rail is filled up with flexible concrete. That is a pattern of our CEO. That means that the rail is strong, but also it becomes flexible. And if a rail is flexible, it will not break that easy. So this rail can stand hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes, floods, you name it. Please mute, thank you. And we all, well, it was yesterday, I think, that in my home country, there was a big storm and a lot of damage is done on the roads and tracks. And, you know, with this flexible concrete inside the rail, it can stand very heavy winds and shakes and whatever. Then this is not done. Then you see all these white dots. These are not white dots. These are strings. Unitsky String Technology. Well, these are strings. These are metal strings. These metal strings are wrapped around each other so they can bear heavy load. So this rail can bear heavy load. 60,000 people in 1 hour can be transported by this technology. And it doesn't stop there. Then on top of it, there is a metal frame, a metal coat. And this metal coat is also a patent of our CEO. And what is it so special? Why is it so special? It is a special combination of metal, and the wheel is covered with the same metal. And if the wheel drives over the rail, there will be almost no friction. So that means no sound, and the vehicle doesn't need a lot of fuel because there's almost no friction. Isn't that amazing? Did I tell you guys that this flexible concrete also absorbs sound? So if there's no friction on the wheel and the metal rail, and then the flexible concrete is absorbing sound, can you imagine this vehicle? You don't hear it when it passes. And we all know if you live very close to a big road, the sound is annoying. And here you can see also the second picture that we can transport also other things, for example, internet or whatever. So what else is special at this of this technology? Well, the technology is drives 5 times smoother and 3 times stronger. Okay. And why is that? You see this anchor, you have an anchor A and you have an anchor B. Well, this anchor is again anchored, so it's a double anchor. And through this double anchor, the rail is 3 times stronger on top of everything else. Yeah. And I drove in these vehicles. You have to look outside to see if you're moving, because you don't hear it and you do not feel it. You can stand straight. You don't have to hold your hands on anything because it doesn't move. It's a very smooth ride. Yeah. And of course, the views are amazing because you're in the air. And we can build anywhere. This is above water, above mountains, and above valleys. And then we have 3 sort of rails. We have the flexible one. This one can be built in remote areas. The distance between 2 anchors can be 5 kilometers. Think about 5 kilometers. From the distance where you are now, 5 kilometers distance away. That is a far away. Well, that is possible now with our transportation technology, Unitsky. Then we have the rigid one. This one is especially for the heavy load. For example, a lot of passenger at one time, or cargo. And you see it's a double rail, yeah? And this is especially for areas like 2 big cities connecting with each other, or a big city and a harbor, or a big city and an airport. Yeah. And then the semi-rigid one, the one above, is, you can compare it like a tram or a train or a metro, but then it is above the ground. No traffic jams, nothing. And at the right side, you see how they look like: flexible concrete and strings, flexible concrete strings, flexible concrete strings, and on top everywhere, this special metal. And then you have the heart of our technology. And this is also a patent of our CEO. This is a special, completely new engine. And this engine can run on any environment-friendly fuel. And you see here a real picture of it. Here's the wheel. The wheel is at the front, and the engine is right aside the wheel. And then you see here the tracks in a 3D example. So what are the advantages? Let me blow your mind. First of all, the aerodynamics are amazing. Aerodynamics are expressed in CX. The CX of a normal car is 0.4. What is the problem and the challenge with a car? A car is driving on the road, the air gets trapped underneath the car, and it makes it swirl at the back. Formula One car is, much better, much faster, but still you have the same problem. You see the air gets trapped underneath, and in the back it swirls and it pulls the car backwards. So the car needs extra fuel to go forward. So Unitsky String Technology is in the air, yeah, the Unitsky the transportation vehicles are in the air. And so that means that the aerodynamics is amazing because the air doesn't get trapped underneath the vehicle, of course. So the CX is 0.06. If this vehicle passes you at 500 kilometers an hour, You will not hear it, you will not feel it, and the leaves on the trees will not move. Can you imagine what an impact it has if the transportation around you doesn't disturb you anymore? Wonderful. And yes, it can save up to 880 tons fuel a year. So it's very economical because of the aerodynamics. Then what about the other things? God, how expensive is this transportation you talk about to build? Well, compared with the other transportations, the current transportations, the capital cost is very, very, very low. Yeah. Then the operation cost, the maintenance, yeah, to keep it up and running, very low. The energy consumption, I told you, the friction with the metal and the wheel, the aerodynamics, they enhance that. The energy consumption is amazingly high, so it doesn't cost a lot to run this technology. But then, can you see the capacity? It's boom, above everybody else, yeah. Okay, we're at 62. Come on, we can do this. Put the link in your groups. Let's reach that 100 participants, and then our board member will participate next week. Let's challenge him. He loves challenges. Okay, then the last two parameters, for me, it is most important: environment, pollution, and the accident rate, so safety. Look at them, very, very, very good scores, yeah, very good scores. So you see what we offer is amazing. Then, of course, money is important for all the governments and companies who built this. So how are we doing with the other ones, the other transportation system? Because we have a choice, we have a big choice. Well, the delivery cost is very low and the delivery time is very high. You can almost compare it with an airplane, but it's much cheaper. Yeah. Okay. Then, Kaat, there are other transportation. Don't joke, there are other transportation solutions. Okay. I challenge you. Let us check. We have, for example, the monorail. Yes, it's real. The magnet levitation. Yes, it's there. It's already in use. And we have the hyperloop. Okay. So thank God they're all eco-friendly and quite safe. Yes. But then there is this huge challenge with they all need a flat ground. A flat ground in mountains. Can you imagine what effort, time, energy, and money it costs to build first a flat ground, and then they can start building the technologies? We don't need that. We just need places for anchors, and those are not big places. So we can build anywhere. Yeah, but Kaat, the Hyperloop is very fast, 1,200 kilometers an hour. Yes, but do you see the price tag? 100 million and more the kilometer. Did you know that a normal train track, without the vehicle, train track, costs 22 million the kilometer? 22 million the kilometer. So next time you sit in a train, every kilometer, 22 million, 22 million, 22 million, 22 million. Do you realize that? That is a lot of money. And how long are these train tracks? Along kilometers and kilometers, connecting countries. So we need a solution. And you see on this picture, it's not beautiful. It destroys our environment. It destroys the view. It's not nice to live next to a train track. Yes, you agree. So our transportation is beautiful. It's aerodynamic. You can build it anywhere. The maximum speed now is 600 kilometers an hour, and the cost is between 3 million and 8 million. So what do you think your government will choose? Okay, so who came up with this amazing idea of this technology? Let me introduce you Dr. Anatoly Unitsky. And he is a genius. Let me hide the control. So this man, he has 150 inventions on his name. Stop a minute. Just stop a minute. 150 inventions. How many inventions do you have on your name? He has 150 inventions on his name. He wrote 20 books, monographies, yes, books, and 200 scientific papers. So this person is a genius, and he didn't sit still in his life. He's now in his 70s, and he's still very active and improving and improving and improving the technology every day. I spoke with him twice, and his mind is always about improving to save the planet. That is what is in his mind all the time. He can't stop talking about it. It's amazing. And we are lucky we have him, because we need big changes, right? And so it took him 40 years. And I asked him personally, why 40 years? And he said, well, the world was not ready for new transportation. Everybody was happy. Everyone was traveling, no problems. But the last 10 years, the transportation got so stuck everywhere and so pollutive anywhere, that people saw the problems, big problems, and got confronted in their daily lives. So that's why it took so long. And in that time, that 40 years, he developed the technology. And you see, this was one of his test parks, the first test park. This vehicle is still there. They renovated. It is still in Belarus, shown off. And these pictures and designs are all in the Museum of Belarus. It's a whole museum. I have many, many pictures of them. This is his last design. This is Skyspace. Skyspace is designed to put all the factories in the space area, away from Earth. So can you imagine a clean, green, blue planet, and everything what is need to be manufactured is in space, and that without harming the environment. So let me show you his pattern. His patterns are worldwide, from China to Australia, and he brought the technology all over the world, and the world invite him with open arms. I was there many times. You see me here. People are amazed. People need to know more. People want to see more, want to sit in it, drive in it. And then we have here his wife. Thanks to her, the technology is still alive, because she is the motor behind the technology. She is the business motor. And she motivated Anatoly Unitsky to go on, even if he was ready to give up. She motivated him to go on, because she believed that the technology needed to be there. And she's doing a very, very good job. We survived the pandemic, and we are doing very well. And you see here, she won in 2018 even a special certificate. So what are the results? What did we work for? First of all, this is our building office. This building office is ours. It's not from the bank, it's ours. And we have 600 employees, more than 600 at the moment, working for us. And these are not just people. These are people from all over the world, and they are very highly qualified. And they feel very privileged to work with this man and to work for this technology. Then we have our factory also in our possession. We started with this building. Now we have this building, and this building built extra. Why? Because we expanded. Remember, we started with 2 vehicles. Now we have 14. You see here inside pictures in the factory from all the technical staff and the engineers in front of the tropical vehicle. And then here you see him at work with the vehicle that is resistant to very cold temperatures. And in Belarus, it can be cold. And this is located in Belarus. I forgot to tell you that the office also is located in Belarus. Where is Belarus? Belarus is an independent country between Russia and Europe. Yeah. And the office is in Minsk, the main capital. I've been there. Everything is real, factory is real, everything is real. And there are many, many pictures. You can even search it on Google Maps. You can find it. Then we have in Marina Gorka, that is 150 kilometers from the main capital in Belarus, we have this beautiful land. We made it beautiful because it was a swamp. It was a test area for the army. And well, we made it beautiful. Why? Because here we need to test the vehicles, we need to test the rails. And you see here, if you count very carefully, you can count 7 sort of rails. In this building, there's a museum on the ground floor. And this building, it looks like a little dot, but it's quite big, is the eco house. And I'm waiting for this beautiful house, self-sufficient house, to come on the market, because this is also something that the world needs, self-sufficient house. And here you see a vehicle without a cab. You don't see a lot of pictures of that. I'm very glad I have that picture. And so you see here the trees, and in between these trees, there's even a greenhouse. There's a lot of water and a lot of fish in there. If delegates come and visit us to have a ride in the vehicles, they will get fish from our ponds and fruit and vegetables from our gardens. Why are we doing that? Well, because we want to show them, prove them that the technology is completely ecological. So no pollution. And then we have another test park in the Innovation Center in Sharjah. Sharjah is a university city next to Dubai. And we are having their tracks with container and of course, Sharjah, Dubai, sand, high temperatures, the tropical vehicle. Yeah. If you want to go there, you can make a screenshot. These are the contacts, because a lot of people ask me for the contacts because they want to visit the test park. And you can now, because a colleague of mine was there last week, and she phoned up and they said, okay, come around this hour. And she did. And I did myself too. I was in Sharjah, the test park, with the first anchor put in the ground. That was a big party day. And you see here the leaders team, and I'm in between there. It was a very hot day. And Well, it was amazing day. First anchor in Sharjah in the ground. This is our last cargo and passenger terminal, beautifully. And here you see our CEO, Anatoly Unitsky, very proudly showing this is the way to the test park together with the CEO of the test park. Okay, still people coming in. Then we were in the news all over. And when we were on CNN Business and Fox News, our telephones and emails got tsunamis of messages. So the world knows about us. And something big happened, something big. You see Unitsky very proudly holding the certificate. We are recognized, well, Unitsky String Technology Inc. is recognized as a business partner in Belarus and all over the world. Yeah, that is a big step. So the technology is approved. Can you mute, please? Thank you. And so what does that mean? In 2022, so this year, can you mute, please? Can you mute? Hello, can you mute? So this year, there will be a new technology. And we all know trams and trains and cars and motorcycles, and now there will be U-Sky. Yes, so this is a transportation in the air, Team, can you mute this person, please? Thank you. And then we had more than 50 delegates from all over the world, yeah, visiting our test park in Belarus and United Arab Emirates in Sharjah, yeah. Of course, they need to know what it is all about. So what does this offer for you personally? Why are you here? To know what this offers for your life, yeah? Not only in new transportation in the world, but you can also secure your financial situation. This is the financial plan. It started in 2014. We are now in stage 14.2, yeah? And when we were at the 8th stage, there was no risk. We have enough assets. Yeah, we have big, very sophisticated machinery that produces very sophisticated tools and parts that other companies need. We are already doing that. So this year we will have profit, and we need profit. So at the end of the 15th stage, everything is finished. So you cannot participate any more than in this technology. Yeah, you cannot become a co-owner anymore after the 15th stage. When will that be? We will see. The big investors are coming in now because we signed 4 contracts. They are in different countries and they are being prepared and built this year. So the big investors were waiting for that we succeed, and we did. But that doesn't mean for small investors that you still have a chance to become a co-owner. Yeah, and we have for everybody a budget. The smallest package is $50. You get 800 shares. You even have packages you can pay off in 10 and 12 months. And we are more than 400,000 investors at this moment. You see me here with a crew of all co-owners of the technology of Belgium, my home country. And at the back, there's the high speed on the rails. So let me explain what you can, what we offer. We offer options for dividends, yeah. So that means you become a co-owner of the technology. So you become a piece of the technology is yours. Yes. And if the technology, Unitsky String Technology, makes profit, and that will be this year, you and me and all the co-owners will have 20% of their profit divided among us. And I can tell you, it's not about millions, it's about billions. Remember, 3 to 8 million the kilometer. And I was in meetings about a lot of kilometers. So what are dividends? These are shares, not normal shares. These are shares you have in your possession for the rest of your life, and you will get for the rest of your life dividends. Unitsky gives 100-year guarantee on the tracks. That is more than an average lifetime. So you even secure your children's financial future, because your shares are inherited. Yeah, your shares are inherited. So if you leave this beautiful planet, you give these shares to your children. And yes, you can sell these shares if we go on the stock market, but would you sell this chicken with the golden eggs, or the goose with the golden eggs in English? Well, think about it. So what about the stock market? Because a lot of people ask me, yeah, but what about the stock market? When are we going to the IPO? A lot of people are misinformed. So these are shares that not necessarily have to go on the stock market. Why? Because you need to keep them. You need to download your contract in paper and put it on a stick. Then put it in a plastic bag, seal that plastic bag, and put it somewhere safe, because it is for the rest of your life. Yeah, and you can live a long time still. So, you know, it's for the rest of your life. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. Then if we would go on the stock market, if we would go on the IPO, we're now at the pre-IPO, so the shares are still very cheap. If we would go with the normal shares, not the dividend shares, to the stock market, then the price of the shares will go up if there is a demand, and then the profit will be bigger, yeah, for the company. So the price of our dividend shares will go up. That is the influence that the stock market has on us. So we have dividend shares, B shares, or A class shares, and the normal shares are A shares or B class shares. I know it's confusing. I don't know why they did it like that, but it is like that. I can't change it. So we have A class shares. So that means dividend shares. Keep them for the rest of your life and give them to your children if you leave this beautiful planet. So I will tell everybody always, get on this rapidly growing train, yeah, and get as many shares as you can. So I had this question over and over and over again, and I asked Dr. Maslow, remember, doctor in economics, about when are the dividends coming. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, is it realistic to have the dividends in 2022? Well, I told you we have already profit because we are working with our machinery and make parts for other companies. So there is already profit. Plus, last year we signed 4 contracts for for projects. So this year they are prepared and built. These are not big projects, these are smaller projects. And then the big money will come in after 4 years. Why? Because the big projects will be finished then. The prepayments are in. Yeah, you can read it. The prepayments are in. And when the projects are finished, we get the rest of the money. Then all the costs are deducted. And then 20% of the profit comes to the shareholders, to co-owners. Normally it is 6%. We get 20% of the profit. Yeah, and I told you this is not about millions, it's about billions. Yeah, 3 to 8 million kilometer. Yeah. So you can read all the technical, things about where the shares money come from and where the money goes from and where the money comes from. You can take a screenshot or in your back office at the webinar of Dr. Maslow. It is all written down. Yeah, so this is all official information. Then let me show you what the packages are. For example, we have a package of $1,000. You get 80,000 shares. One share is 0.03. I remember I bought shares of Tesla for 46 euros each. And I sold them, normal shares, no dividend shares. And I sold them for 84. And I thought I made a big profit. Now there are 300. But still, if you sell them, you lose them. Yeah. So I sold them and it's gone. These are dividend shares. You get part of the profit every year. It's completely passive income. Passive. Yeah, you do not do anything. The money is doing it for you. And you see, the shares are still very, very cheap. Very cheap. The more you buy, of course, the cheaper it gets. And these are packages, one-time payment. You have packages here that you can pay off. You see, in 5 months, 9 months, 2 months, 3 months. Yeah. And for example, $1,000, 28,000 shares. If you make a double payment of $400, 2 times 200, then you get $1,000 shares on top, and your shares cost, one share costs you 0.04. Yeah, so we offer a convertible loan. Skyworld Community offers a convertible loan, and you have 2 options. Or you get your money back after 3 years with 4% extra, or you get these dividend shares in option from the company. You become a co-owner. And of course, everybody's choosing the second one because this is a transportation globally. Yeah, it gives a solution for a problem, global problem. This is a beautiful certificate. This certificate is nice to hang at your wall. See the amount and the number and your name is there, but the contract in your back office is much more important. So print that out, put it in a plastic bag, seal the plastic bag, and keep it on a safe place. Then we also have let me hide this one. We also have an app for free. No, it's no use. People are coming in still. A app for free, Skyworld Community app. You can see the logo. It had technical problems. Now it's all solved. This is my telephone. You can put it on English. What does it offer? You can see your shares. You can see the money you put on. You can see your team. You can see the news. You can see everything. And please, if you're a co-owner, please follow the news, because we do a big effort to tell the co-owners what is happening on the platform, Skyworld Community, but also what is happening with the technology. So how do you get connected? You get connected with through a person who gets you in. Can you please mute? This person needs your name, email address, and phone number. And please be aware, this is the only official browser address to go and connect with your back office. Please, can you mute? And you need an email address, you need a password. It's not so difficult, and people will guide you. Yeah, but be aware, there are hackers. Don't just Google Skyway or USky or Unitsky and then click on a link. No, no, no. Send this link, copy this link, send this in an email to yourself, and always start from there. Please tell also your teammates, please, because people lost money because they used the wrong browser address. There was a hacker on it and they took their money. And that's sad. This slide is showing you the official sites of Unitsky String Technology, and also from the designer himself, Unitsky, the engineer. So you can take a copy and look it up. They're beautiful, they're very informative. There's a lot of news on there, and you see what is all about the company you own. Then if you need more information, some people have problems, technical problems, they have a lot of questions, keep in contact with me. I'm the communication manager. So I have a email address, yeah, india@skyway.capital, India, why India? Because I'm responsible for the country India. Then I have a WhatsApp number, please reach out to me. And then I have some groups on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel. I have a Telegram group, and I'm on Instagram. And my groups are calling Sky World New Millionaire. It started with a joke, and now you can see 11,000 members on Facebook. Yeah, and it grows every day with around 40 new members. So we are around 400,000 shareholders, so this group can grow even more. And this year is a very, very, very important year because we are making profits and we need to know how to get our dividends, and we need to know all this information. So keep in contact with me, keep in touch with me, and come in the group. If you want to get in the group, write down my name, Kaat Jacobs, Jacobs with a C, and I know you were in my info sessions, and I let you in because there are also quite a few annoying people who just want to disturb the group, and I have to filter them out. So if you write my name, then I know you're a legit person and you're a co-owner, and I let you in. Okay, this was the end of the recording. It's maybe fun to meet online together in a live session, if you can, every Saturday afternoon, Belgium time, 3:30. I'm here. You can afterwards ask me any question. It's much more fun to keep connected with each other on live sessions instead of recordings. So be here. We're at the moment 70 participants, only 30 to go. We still have time. So I will stop the recording and stay in touch. If you have any questions, come on Saturday to me. Once in a month on Sunday, I do an info session in English, and we are also organizing now info sessions in Hindi for India. Yes? Okay, so see you next time. Bye-bye. Let me see if I stop the recording.